now. And my kids are excelling at school. Never been smacked. I did it to prove a point. I did it to prove a point. You don't need to smack your kids to have good kids. I proved a point. And I'm right. My kids are perfect. They're doing well. My son, when he was little, this was before the system all changed. It changed recently with the school reports. My son went to school and his first school report comes home. He's got A's. A's. I never got an A in my life. Now, the A's used to be really important, especially when I was a kid. I'm running around the house going, A's! He's got A's! My son's looking at, he's 5 years old. He's got no idea. He says, is that good? Is that good? And I'm just so excited, And I have a lot of friends in there who are teaching, and they're, Tim, it means nothing. Don't worry about it. He's doing well at school. That's what's important. But for me, it was just, wow, I never got A's, and here's my son. It's like, I'm proving the point. My kids the same. My son, I can ask him to do something, and he'll do it straight away. He's good. My little girl, I ask her to say, no. What? I don't want him. You do it now. The other thing with my son, if I use a firm voice, he moves quicker, My little girl, when she was even small, when she was about 4 years old, she says no to me. So I'm using a firm voice. I raise my voice a bit, I'm using a firm voice. No, you're going to do it right now. She looks at me and starts laughing. I'm standing. I'm like this. And she goes, you're funny, Dad. I'm not trying to be funny. Do what you're supposed to do. Oh, man. And because I did this work for many years, people said, man, Tim, you've got so much patience. Then I had 2 babies. Oh, I was left with 2 babies. Whoa! Patience? That went out the window. Goodness me. Man, it's hard work. But I did it. I did it. It was so hard, but I did it. Changing nappy. I didn't even know how to do the nappy, It was like, wow. It's like, can you do this wrong? Because I don't want to do it wrong. And so I had lots to learn, and I had some friends help me through that time. And man, it was hard. But now, being a parent, I don't even think about it. I just do it, Dishes, cleaning. Not always a lot of writing when you're doing that. Doing work kids, doing home parenting, and then doing the...
Do you put the illustrator for your books, or does your publisher do it?
I love the way you stood to deliver the question. Oh boy, well done. You can sit down now, I can answer from there, that's all good. But thank you so much, sir. This story here, now, I think the illustrator did a great job. I'm happy with the birds and that in the story. Do you know the story? Do you know this one? It's about a boy, a young guy, a teenager, who goes up to see a tohunga. John. And the tohunga is supposed to live, as my language says, where are we? So they were climbed into his car and drove up north. After a long drive, they were found a cranky old house. Now, apparently, if you can see it, that's supposed to be a cranky old house. Now, where I come from, man, that's pretty flash. I don't think the illustrator has the same sort of life experience as I have. Because, man, that is a flash house. The house I was living in when I wrote the story was a cranky old house. It was falling down, man. The wind would just come through. You couldn't even close the windows properly. Some windows you couldn't even open. And you had this endless battle with rats. They'd come in, go upstairs, you'd get up the roof. So it was this endless battle with them, Well, it's a great place to live, though. Waitaki Rain. Lovely, wonderful. But, that was a cranky old house. Before my friend had moved in there, the father had put hay in there to store it. So it was a bit of a, it was an old house. So, but we cleaned it all up and it was all nice and stuff. But, that was cranky. People often ask me, which is your most favourite book that you wrote? All my books are my favourite. They're an achievement. This is someone who didn't do well at school. Each of my books is an achievement. If I go into the bookstore and I see my book there, man. And if my book is at the back, Well, I just pulled it out, then I put it. One day, when I was about 21, there was a knock at the door. Opened it up. There's a guy standing there, looking me up and down. Hey man, are you Tim Tipene? Yep. Kia ora, bro, I'm your brother. Never met him before in my life. Never met him. And he was my brother. Because my family all over the place. Mum, dad, all over. Mismatch. I've only got one full brother. But I've got lots of half brothers and lots of half sisters. And I haven't met them all. So, but this guy, he kept coming up to see me. He kept visiting me. The thing was, he always had a different car. And it was a flash car. So he'd always turn up in this latest car. He said, yeah, I've got some big job in Auckland, Tim. Get paid really well. Oh man, you must be doing really good. Yeah, wonderful. Keep turning up in these cars. One weekend he even said, Tim, borrow my car. Take it. Went out, took a gear out. Check this car. Yeah, it's my brother's here. You know, Dylan took it back to him and stuff like this. Then I didn't see him for a while. Caught up with an auntie. Oh, where's so-and-so? You know? Oh, didn't you hear Tim? No? Oh, he's in prison. For stealing cars. I think that answered your question. What was your question again? Maths. What's that? We got that from maths. Wow, I'm doing well today. That was amazing. No, in my mind, it all adds together. All right, any other questions? Yes? My favourite part? Part of what? Part of cake? Part of being an author? My favourite part? Coming to school and being with you guys. Last 2 weeks ago, I was at a kindergarten. And I was reading to little ones in a kindergarten. And a couple of weeks before that, I was at Santa Maria College, which is not far from here. And I was over there, and I was talking to teenagers. So I enjoy them. I really like it. Because it's not the money. But it's being with people and seeing people enjoy my writing. I mean, my kids, my children just read my stories. They're so good at reading and so good at maths. I love writing. If you saw me at home, you would think I was a bit crazy when I was writing. I had to pull the blinds a little bit. Because when I'm writing, I don't sit still. I move around. I'm like this at home. I'm like this. I'm every character in my book. When I wrote part 2, I was every character. I was walking around the house as those characters. Every character in my story, at Ewa, I'm walking around, I'm flying, man. I'm flying through the house, yeah. Because I want to know the feeling and the experience. So that's why I had to pull the blinds. Otherwise, the neighbours are going to be looking at me a bit funny. And they'll be saying to each other, man, I told you there was something wrong with that guy.